Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Brunzi, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Here we go. Oh, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, my Lord, I know the road. Sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, Lord, I know the road. I say, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, my Lord, I know the road. Sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, Lord, I know the road. Well, don't you know the road by the singing of the song? Yes, my Lord, I know the road. Don't you know the road by the singing of the song? Yes, Lord, I know the road. Well, now, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, my Lord, I know. Hey, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, Lord, I know the road. Well, don't you know the road by the praying of the prayer? Yes, my Lord, I know the road. Well, don't you know the road by the praying of the prayer? Yes, Lord, I know the road. Well, don't you know the road by the coming on home? Yes, my Lord, I know it. Don't you know the road by the coming on home? Yes, Lord, I know the road. I say, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, my Lord, I know the road. Now, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, Lord, I know the road. Well, don't you know the road by the clapping of the hands? Yes, my Lord, I know the road. Don't you know the road by the clapping of the hands? Yes, Lord, I know the road. I say, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, my Lord, I know the road. Now, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Yes, Lord, I know the road.
Kneebone in the morning.
Ah, kneebone.
Kneebone bend to the ground.
I know a kneebone bend.
Kneebone, didn't I call you?
Ah, kneebone.
Kneebone, didn't I call you?
I know a kneebone bend.
Kneebone in the morning.
Ah, kneebone.
Kneebone in the evening.
I know a kneebone bend.
Kneebone Zacharias.
Ah, kneebone.
Kneebone Zacharias.
Yeah, I know a kneebone bend.
Kneebone, didn't I call you?
Ah, kneebone.
See, didn't I call you?
Oh, I know a kneebone bend.
Kneebone in the morning.
Ah, kneebone.
Kneebone in the morning.
I know a kneebone bend.
Kneebone Zacharias.
Ah, kneebone.
Kneebone Zacharias.
I know a kneebone bend.
I Lord kneebone bend.
I Lord kneebone bend. I Lord kneebone bend. Thank you.
All right, all right, all right. The show is Horses Sing None of It. My name is Ralph Litwin, and our guest today, we're thrilled to have Reggie Harris
Thank you, Ralph. Good to be here.
and Pat Wictor.
Thanks so much for having us, Ralph. Appreciate
Good
it.
to see you again.
Good to see you both. And you've both been on the show before, but not together.
Yes, that's a first for us in this context.
Kind of a new thing we've been doing with each other, new being the last 4 years or so.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, just a nice new relationship out of our friendship and exploring some new ground. So
That's great.
yeah.
Can you, what can you tell me about the history of those two songs?
Oh well, "Sheep, Sheep, Don't You Know the Road" is one of the Georgia Sea Isle songs, Georgia Sea Island songs from that community right off the coast of South Carolina. Folks who were slaves in that area, and the fact that they were on the island, they were able to keep a lot of their own tradition and their language and their songs intact in a way that many people were not. And that actually was a song that they sang, not only in church, but it was a freedom song as well. So.
It was also recorded as one of the many field recordings that Alan Lomax did for the Library of Congress.
And the great singer Bessie Jones, who gave, she was one of the leaders of that community. And the Quimby's also, the husband and wife, they used to tour around and actually appeared at a lot of folk festivals in the 60s and 70s. I had occasion to meet them on one occasion as we were touring in South Carolina. And so I love those songs because they just embody so much of the longing for freedom, but also the great tie into faith that people had. Those two things just being really a part of the whole fabric of the community.
Kneebone's one of those Georgia Sea Island songs too, and part of the pleasure I think of those songs has to do partly with just the physicality of it. You know,
Yeah.
it's getting your whole movement, your whole body involved in moving and making it happen. So,
Well, the songs, they're whole body songs.
yeah.
I think that they feel so good to sing, but they're coming out of a context of struggle, and oppression, and the release of the spirit at the same time, the great longing. People were singing about, sheep, sheep, don't you know the road? Do you know the way to go? Do you know who your community is? And I think in so many ways in our present time, not bad songs to be singing, as we continue to, try to figure out in our society who the heck we are.
Yeah.
So
I think I just want to add also Kneebone's all about humility. You bend your knee in the morning. That's how that's how you acknowledge everything greater than yourself. You genuflect before it. You're humble in the face of all that is great and good in the world. And I think that's part of what moves me about that song. Kneebone in the morning. First thing, gratitude and humility.
Nebo Bend.
Yeah.
And the ham bone is an integral part of that?
It's interesting. I mean, there's a lot of body music in those songs. You hear hand claps and slaps on the leg, and yeah, you could say it's closely related.
Great thing about the body percussion also is that for people who were used to using drums, once the drums were outlawed, as masters found out that they were passing messages, they found other ways to do percussion.
Right. All of that vast knowledge of rhythm and percussion is just transferred to people's bodies.
So happy I just can't sit down. And this next song comes out of the same tradition. Feels so good singing these songs with Pat. A lot of our song choices come out of our conversations, which I have to say that in any 2-hour rehearsal we spend probably at least 35 minutes of it talking. But this is a song that I have sung this song probably over the last 25, 30 years, probably 5 days a week, and it never gets old. Wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. You said, wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Well, who are those children all are dressed in red? God's gonna trouble the water. Must be the ones that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. Well, who are those children all are dressed in white? God's gonna trouble the water. Must be the ones getting ready to fly. God's gonna trouble the water. Get in the water now. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble. Oh, children, say in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Those children all are dressed in blue. God's gonna trouble the water. Must be the ones that made it through. God's gonna trouble the water. Who are those children all are dressed in black? God's gonna trouble the water. Hey, never, 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 never gone back. God's gonna trouble the water. If you don't believe that can set free, look out to you, it's up to me. Well, that Jordan River is chilly and cold.
God's gonna trouble the water.
It chills the body, but not the soul. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. I say, wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. I say, God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Spectacular.
Good singing. You're the third.
I like the bass.
Yeah, I heard you.
Well, Ralph, we'd love to have you sit in with us on this next one. This is Go Tell Mary in the key of E minor.
It's a great song. Who wrote this song?
I co-wrote this with Tom Prasada Rao. And
Now
we
that's
were
a pairing.
Tom and I have been friends a long time, actually. We were at the Kerrville Folk Festival, and we'd always been talking about getting together to write, so we finally did it.
Yeah.
We were sitting at a hotel in Kerrville, and he started playing this song, and he had most of it written, really. And it was based on the Lazarus story in the Bible, and it's really sort of from the point of view of Martha. Lazar has his two sisters, Mary and Martha, and Martha's the one who's keeping the household going while Jesus is visiting, and Mary's kind of just hanging out with
Flitting
Jesus.
around, right,
That's
yeah.
right, and Martha's not too happy about it. And so we sat in that room and reread the Lazarus stories in the Gideon Bible that every hotel seems to have.
Yeah.
And so this is part of what came out of it, was that whole dialogue. Tom went to seminary, and he knows the Bible like the back of his hand. So, and at some point he looked up and decided that wasn't what he wanted to do with his life. And for all of us playing music who love him so much, we're very grateful that he made that decision.
He's ministering in a big way.
That's right. Lazarus lay in his tomb asleep. Mary swoons at the Savior's feet. And I'm in the kitchen fixing something to eat again. And I've been picking up the slack since God knows when. Go tell Mary. Go tell Mary, go tell Mary, go tell Mary, I don't wanna be Martha no more. I went to the Lord out of love for you, to see if there's something that he could do to bring back that brother of yours and mine. Because it hurts my heart to see you grieving all the time. Go tell Mary, go tell Mary, go tell Mary, go tell Mary, I don't wanna be Martha no more. Take it away, Ralph. Am I the rock holding up our house Is it my job to keep us from falling down? Lord, I'll do my duty with joy someday. Wanna walk in the light and chase the darkness away. Go tell Mary, go tell Mary, go tell Mary, go tell Mary, I don't wanna be Martha no more. One more time. Go tell Mary, go tell Mary, go tell Mary, go tell Mary, I don't wanna be Martha no more. I don't wanna be Martha no more.
That was fun.
That was fun. Thanks for playing. Really appreciate it. Sounded good. That tune needs a little blues heart.
Oh, we dropped down here. I
It's
just
the
looked
tropical subclimate in the room here.
Yeah, wow. Woke up this morning, upstate New York, and it was, although I understand it was pretty chilly down here too.
Yes, it was.
And I just thought, who turned off summer? But I was looking at our set list, and I hadn't realized that, you know, later on in the life of Mary and Martha, their brother, of course, Lazarus, one of the reasons that Jesus was so precious to them, besides his presence, was raising their brother from the dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you look at our set list, Resurrection Day.
Nice. An elegant segue.
Yeah. Made even more eloquent if I can get tuning in.
So you guys don't have a website together, but you
We
both
do
have
not.
No.
you both have separate websites.
We do have websites. Mine is patwictor.com, patwictor.com. And Reg?
At present, my website has been for some years, is KimandReggie.com, as I sing with Kim Harris, my wife, as you well know. And so KimandReggie.com will get you to me.
And folks could go there to find out where you're appearing and about your recordings and
Yes.
etc.
It's got all the information. And
So, and I think in the spirit of Mary, Martha, and Lazarus, many of your listeners and watchers will know that I, in 2008, had a liver transplant and had my own resurrection day. And out of that experience came this song. But, you know, I was just down in Delaware, and I have the opportunity from time to time to go visit a group of guys that our friend songwriter John Flynn has been working with for over 10 years now. A group in Gander Hill Prison, some men that get together every week to talk about ways that their lives could be different. And so this week I was down in Philadelphia and called John, and they were having a Sunday gathering called New Beginnings Next Step. The next step is for guys who've gotten out of prison. And they meet every week to support each other and to keep themselves on the path so they don't go back to prison. So I knew a lot of the guys because I've been going down to visit that group for about 8 years or so. But John, he took his guitar and he said to me, I'm going to take my guitar because I don't often get to take it into the prison. I said, well, great, you know, it'll be good to start with a song. We got in and he reintroduced me to the group, and then he said, so I thought it'd be great if Reggie would do a song for us today. Thrust the guitar in my hands. I thought, oh,
that was a friendly ambush. That's right.
turkey? So I thought, what song do I want to do? And I thought some of the spirituals, I thought, you know, some of the freedom songs, and I thought, no. Resurrection Day would be perfect for them. And so I launched into the song, and most of them are not folk fans, you know. But the song connected, and we spent some time just talking about how resurrections take a lot of different forms. So. You can open your heart to the rising sun, 'cause it's alright, it's over. Been a long, long journey, now that's done, and it's alright, it's over. Remember how you cried just one more day, pain so deep inside, all you could say, will I get over? Can I get over? Story unfolds on your weary face, but that's alright, it's over. Somehow you made it through, you found the grace to say it's alright, it's over. Light is shining now for all to see. The pain is fading, you can set your heart free. Now that it's over, you know it's over. You can raise your voice, let the angels sing. You can rise